When you are angry or sad or nervous or stressed out, what do? Do you eat or do you not eat? Stick around, I have something for you. Aloha, 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 beautiful soul. Welcome at Monday Me. So that is the question. When you're nervous or stressed out or angry or sad or whichever emotion you are in, what is your go-to mechanism? Eating or not eating? Because all of us, we have different mechanisms, right? And there's nothing wrong with having certain survival mechanisms. But they are survival mechanisms. So in the case that you would like to switch around a certain habit, in this example, eating habit, towards something that you feel is more healthy, then I have a very simple solution for you. It is simple, but as always with simple solutions, it takes time and effort to integrate it into yourself. So let me tell you a little bit about what I've been going through past weeks, because next week I am going to the X-Fest in Bali, which means I'm going to speak on a stage for my first time, and that is scary business. So although I had figured out for myself I'm going to do some extra walks and extra exercises so that I am slim and fit by the time that I get there, but my survival mechanisms are not wired that way. My survival mechanisms, they were feeling that anxiousness, they were feeling all the stress around this, because I was building it up. I'm a human person. That's how it works, you know. And it made me, like, one of my go-to mechanisms is eating. So I was eating a lot of sugar last weeks. I have been eating also a lot of roasted nuts and those kind of things. So grease and sugar are the ones that I go to at the moment that I am feeling a little bit itchy, you know. So I was I was searching for ways, of course within Ho'oponopono, to turn this habit around. Well, the first thing, of course, is being aware that you are drawn to that habit and that you're falling back into that habit. Where you're not aware, you cannot change anything. So it starts with that. But then the second thing is trying to turn it around. Now, a lot of us, when we're trying to turn things around, we put a lot of focus to it. And in general, that comes with quite some judgment. Oh my God, I've been eating again. Oh my God, I did it. Oh, I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't say oh my God. But you get the drift, no? You are judging yourself for the fact that you have fallen back into a mechanism, a habit that you want to get rid of. And I'm not sure about you, but for me that doesn't work. So what I've been doing in the past few weeks is every time I felt like eating, I would still allow myself to eat what my survival system, is not even my body asking for that, it's my survival systems asking for that. So what my survival systems were asking, I would still be eating, but I would be eating it consciously. That was my first step. Like wherever we have in the Netherlands where I come from, we have licorice. I am absolutely crazy about licorice. So I would take one piece of licorice, would put it in my mouth, and would be very conscious on chewing on it, on savoring it, feeling the texture in my mouth, all those kind of things. And honestly, when you do that with things that are not so healthy, you get to know that the structure is not so, it's not fun, you know. Doesn't mean that I stopped eating licorice, but I am now at the phase that I'm like, oh my God, this really has a strange structure in my mouth. I don't really like it that much. So that's one thing. And then the second, well, that's already the third thing. So because first, become aware. Secondly, do whatever you are used to doing very consciously. So not like unconsciously just putting it in your mouth and continue working or continue doing whatever you're doing. No. Stop. Take a bite. And then really get all the sensations from what you're doing. Do it as conscious as possible. And this is a road to go. You know, the first piece of licorice was like, oh my God, I really don't want to be conscious about what I'm doing now. You know, there are phases in this. And then from there, the last step is to love the fact that you are doing that. Because now you're conscious of the fact that you need that mechanism for something in you to survive. Now that something for you as a conscious being may not be the most important, but for the subconscious being inside of you, it is very important. And we are being ruled by our subconscious. So by you becoming conscious and then also still saying, oh, I still love you, Aralaya, I love you, I love me. I love me regardless of the fact that I am taking this sweet and having this habit that is not serving me. I can still love me because that's not all of who I am. I really wish for you that you can put this into practice and that you can find what is your turning point. Because there is a turning point. For some people it may be in a week, and for some people it may take weeks and months. I'm not sure about you. But if you don't go on that journey, it will never change. And while you go on that journey and you put love to yourself for the fact that you have these habits, that you still need those like bad eating stuff habits, and that you have your survival mechanisms in your subconscious, and that you allow yourself to love those parts that need that sugar or that need that grease or whatever it is. So I really wish for you that this is helping you on your way and that you implement this. It's not that difficult. But it takes, of course, courage, and it takes perseverance, consistency. So don't go and slam yourself at the moment that you forget about, oh my God, I didn't eat this consciously. Don't go slam yourself. That's counterproductive. Love yourself. Love yourself for having that habit. Love yourself for bringing that habit to the surface, becoming conscious of the habit and changing it around. And love yourself for every little step on that way. Because you're a courageous woman, you're a courageous man. And it doesn't come easy to change habits that you have been nurturing for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. You know, I'm 48 years old. I have been eating subconsciously without wanting to be anywhere near awareness of what I was putting in my mouth for almost 48 years. So be sweet with yourself. This is something you needed to survive, to work around with all the energies that are around you, that are confusing you. Sending you so much love on your journey. Take good care. And see you on Wednesday for Wednesday We. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, beautiful soul. If there's anything I want you to take from these videos, then it is the permission for you to shine your light. It's the most important thing. So go ahead, shine your light. I love you. Bye-bye.